Boom, baby, boom! Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time from the inside because the outside has a lot of construction going on. We got the pool guy out there. We got the next door neighbor's lawn mowing. And I was like, I can't hear shit. Let me start the show from inside then. Because every morning I get up and I'm blessed to get up and I have a message inside my heart and I share it with everyone. I reach, preach, and teach. Maybe I was a preacher in the past life. Maybe it's just my mission in life. But this one was important to me because I talked about it. Not that any of the other ones aren't important to me, but we talked about this weekend about how we lack empathy and how I believe that violence in our society was numbing our empathy. I literally was talking with my bestie and this girl, and I was saying he could bust his leg right now and you wouldn't feel a single cent of his pain. And it's this evolution of our human species that we haven't reached yet. We've never reached the ability to read people. Like, we can read micro expressions. We can read a mood. We can tell when people aren't doing okay. But we haven't been able to grab extreme empathy with each other. As long as it isn't happening to us, it's okay. And that kind of bugged me, right? It bugs me that I have such a blessed life, that I got air conditioning and electricity right above my head, and that is also a roof, and that's also a bed. And all those things make me a blessed person. You might not see it as a blessing, but I do. My vision is to see blessings everywhere. And that's my egalitarian belief system, that all of us can have blessings, that all of us sharing our blessings makes everyone blessed. Unfortunately, there'll be some people that believe in fear. They believe that they can take all the wealth and hold other people in poverty, or that they can start a business but not share the prosperity. And that bugs me. That bugs me that you can have people work for 12 cents an hour or 50 cents an hour or whatever ridiculous income overseas so we could be rich over on another sea. Bothers me that you think that you could take advantage of other people and elevate yourself in a society where we only hold money as God instead of us as gods. And that bugs me. It sets into motion where, why haven't we elevated? Why is it okay for Khmer Rouge to take power in Cambodia and wipe out two-thirds of their population, but nobody did anything? How is it possible that the Holocaust happened and everybody else watched while they only saved their own ass and other millions of people died? It happens over our history and history of time, but that's not the evolution that I'm looking for. I thought about it this morning. I said it yesterday, the French Revolution, not the first time in history that people reached out into the future and looked for the best part of history, Victorian era, where people were trying to be as polite and pristine as they could be. And even now, as my Saints Addiction message reaches, that there's duality, that it's not all awesome, super rainbow and butterflies, but it's not all shit and pedophiles. So on my world, right, where I live, I wish for people to even have empathy for the worst amongst us. And they're like, how do you do that, Saint? Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not as free will for people that commit violent offenses. I saw a police officer, or I guess 2 police officers got shot. I don't like the police, but I don't want to see the police being killed either. These people have families. You know, they have jobs and lives that they got to live, and they're doing their jobs that make other people feel like they're living peacefully amongst each other, but it doesn't mean they get to lose their lives because of the job that they have. I wouldn't shoot a security guard, I wouldn't shoot a dog, and I wouldn't shoot a cop, and no one should either. And cops shouldn't shoot prisoners either. We have a judicial system for that. We have a judicial system for pedophiles, rapists, murderers, the whole gamut of what the worst human beings can do. We have a system for it. Does it need overhaul? Yeah, duh, of course, everything does. Our whole system's rigged by powerful entities where we don't even need to vote. I was watching the cameraman for the White House talk about not just your president, and you're so myopic, dink, only got your monocle out and you can only see one president to vote for. What about your district judges? What about your senators? What about mayors? We just are oblivious of what's going on. We only hop on to what's hot, right? California's hot. Let's hop on it. Black Lives Matters. It's hot right now. No one else wanted to care about it until someone dies. And that lack of empathy bugs me. There's so much of us that make up this village. I do my show. Someone else raises kids. Someone else is a teacher. All these things are the village that makes our city so great, and our country, our lives as human beings great. So one day, call me crazy, My genius thought is that we all work together for the greater good of our next planet, that we realize that we have such amazing resources and beauty on this planet, how blessed we are. I don't know how our system got converted over to money where everybody prayed to $1 bill, but I can see a future where survival was worth more than money. Like they said, when the white man, and I hate to say it that way, but how about when man chops down the last tree, this is an Indian proverb, and kills the last fish, he will realize he can't eat money. And that kind of idea, that we need to eat, drives us to go to work. All of our kids need to eat. We need to eat daily, but we're not in a system of sharing it, what comes from the farm. We're in a system of selling it. And in that means somebody's not going to get fed. I don't like this system. Now, we've tried communism, we've tried socialism, we've even tried to make utopian societies. Multiple religions have tried to spark up and keep people free. It's happened throughout the history. So yeah, it might sound crazy to those that never have done it before, but our whole history has been about looking for a better life. Even if it was a Spartan life, everybody would be like, we need military to be the biggest thing. Or the Renaissance, where they're like, art needs to be the biggest thing. Freedom needs to be the biggest thing in America. We do these things as human beings, as civilizations, to move forward. And I hope that our movement forward is something that includes a better jurisdiction system, and a jury system, and our political system, our prison system. Like, I can see people voting through apps and not having rigged. I can see people having a voting app so they can see who they're voting for near other people. And I can see Saints Giving being an app that gives to people when they need it before it becomes a big deal. Call me optimistic, but this is how we always got to be. We got to always kind of improve. Duplicate, replicate, and improve. So that's my morning marijuana motivation to all those that's feeling empathy over violence. Like, the violence keeps numbing us. As long as we got football, boom, we don't care what's happening to other people. As long as we got UFC, somebody's getting punched in the face, and I don't care what happens to me. And that mentality, that bread and circus mentality, has been working for 5,000 years. That's all we care about. As long as we're entertained, we don't mind about the maintenance of our underlings, our systems, and our personal status. And that bugs me. So before your sports, right, before your money, and before your anger, I wish you to think about your humanity and us as a human species living amongst each other with egalitarian system where everybody gets equal rights under man. Might sound like a bit of a what's the document? The Declaration of Independence. This might sound equal. All men are created equal. This is what I'm talking about. I want everyone to have supplies. I want everyone to have food. I want everyone to be able to live in happiness. That's my morning marijuana motivation. If you got anything out of this, go to Saints Addiction on YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe. Hit it on Facebook. We got Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page. This is what it's all about. Fuck racism. Fuck the violence. Fuck the minus empathy that we have in our lives. I wanted people to reach each other. I wanted us to find some kind of equal ground where we all know that we breathe oxygen, we all know we bleed red, and we all know that we love life. That's your morning marijuana motivation. On my heart from the start. Your boy Marky Say, the LVOG. I'm up in this. Welcome to my show. Thank you for watching. And as always, peace and love. And Chigatan. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I love your show. I'm going to give you a bit of a blessing before you go. Just so your Monday's blessed. Just so these words are blessed. Just so the perspective is blessed. It's your morning marijuana motivation. I'll see you on the other side. Peace and love. Peace!